Going on vacation always requires some form of transportation to get to your destination. The two most common methods are driving or flying. Depending on your situation or preferences, one may be a better choice than the other. This is Justin from Adventure Away Vacations, and today we're going to discuss whether you should drive or fly to your next vacation. Please remember to subscribe for more tips, tricks, and advice like what you're about to hear. Whether you are traveling to an island paradise, an amusement park, going on a cruise, going on a mountain getaway, or a day at the beach, every destination requires you to travel. Both driving and flying has their pros and cons, but depending on your budget or other situations, you may be unable to fly. Let's start with why you may choose to drive to your destination. Some reasons why you may drive are that your destination is close enough it would take longer to fly. Flying is not in your budget since driving is significantly cheaper if using your own vehicle. You may have a fear of heights or flying. You value the experience of driving and seeing the sights over getting somewhere faster. You're younger than 25 and don't want to Uber, catch a cab, or use public transportation since you cannot rent a car yet. Or you live so far from an airport with affordable flights for you or your family, driving is cheaper. For my family and I, we live in the middle of West Virginia, and we live over 2 hours from the closest commercial airport that has more than one airline servicing it, so flights can get expensive for us. If you live closer to a major airport, you're able to get better pricing because airlines are competing for your ticket. A few of the downsides of driving over flying are that it takes longer to get to your destination. You're putting wear and tear on your own vehicle if you do not rent one. It requires you to be fully alert at all times to avoid having an accident. If you are driving your personal vehicle, you always run the risk of a breakdown and delaying your vacation. This is why you should always look at travel insurance or renting a vehicle for your road trip. If you break down in a rental, you can get a replacement vehicle in a couple of hours and be back on your way while the rental company fixes their car. Whereas, if you're in your personal vehicle, you could be stranded for days depending on the repair needed. Lastly, if you want to stretch your legs, you have to stop and get out somewhere, slowing your trip down even more. Everyone has their preferences, and there is never a wrong way to travel. Now let's see if flying is a better choice for your next vacation. You may prefer flying if you value getting to your destination faster. The cost of flying is affordable, or the cost doesn't bother you at all. You cannot drive to your destination, like going to the Bahamas or Hawaii, or you simply just don't want to drive. These are a few of the reasons why you would want to fly, but the main reasons why you wouldn't want to fly were covered already while we were talking about driving. One last thing to keep in mind when you fly is you either have to rent a vehicle or figure out transportation once you reach your destination. This is an added cost if you do fly. Personally, if I would have to drive longer than 7 or 8 hours, I am not going to be driving because I value my time getting to vacation sooner over saving money. Last year, we drove 14 hours to Orlando because my wife's parents were coming with us and my mother-in-law hadn't flown before. She was terrified of the thought. So we ended up leaving at 8 at night and got to the resort about 10 in the morning. We did this so the kids would sleep most of the way, which ended up backfiring on us. After that trip, we decided that we would be flying from here on out, going to Florida, or anything longer than a 7 or 8 hour drive. Since then, my mother-in-law has gotten on a plane as well, and she's okay with flying too. Surprisingly, she actually enjoyed herself, even though she flew Spirit. The 2.5 hours from the house to the airport and a 2-hour flight is much better for us over the 14 hours being stuck in a vehicle with 2 kids. This is why, depending on your situation and preferences, either option could work for you in your travels. Hopefully this video was helpful, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more vacation tips, tricks, and advice. This has been Justin from Adventure Away Vacations. Until next time, have a great one.